All right, everybody, it is Paul here coming to you with another reselling video where we go thrifting, looking for things to flip online. Before, as usual, I'm going to share with you guys just a few sales that I've had. Up first is this JVC VCR with remote. I got this at a thrift store. About a month ago, I paid $8 for it, and I ended up selling it for $68.99 plus shipping. Great flip. VCRs are still selling pretty good for me. Next up is this 1978 My Book of Bible Stories. I got this at a church thrift store about a month ago and I paid $2 for it. I noticed it looked a little different, so I ended up looking it up and saw it was worth some good money. Ended up selling it for $35.99 plus shipping. Great flip. I ended up getting this New Wave infrared oven actually in Fargo when I went on my Fargo trip. So that was about 2 months ago. And I got this for $21. It was brand new with no box, and it had all the other components. First time selling this New Wave oven, and I ended up selling it for $119.99. So I had it listed, I believe, at around 140, and I just kept lowering the price till it finally went. But great flip, fairly easy to ship. Don't be afraid of shipping bigger items, guys. All right, here we are on the prowl. We're shopping, looking for things to flip. Starting at a Salvation Army here. This is a Kraken rum cup, and I have sold this before. I've gotten about $15 for them. That one was $4. I hemmed and hawed about it, and not a quick seller, so put it back. Definitely some liquor glasses do sell well, though, if you get the right kind. Saw this vase. It's a twisted corkscrew glass vase. They wanted $7 for it at Salvation Army. It didn't have a maker's mark on it, which really gave me a lot of doubt into whether or not it was a real piece or a Chinese knockoff. I again hesitated on it, and I decided to pass on it just because it didn't have the maker's mark. In a row over, I see these Pyrex dishes. And these are the clear pots, and you know what? They were priced up. Unfortunately, I would have grabbed them because they're somewhat rare. I don't see them too often. I just thought they were priced up too high. I believe they wanted 6 for one and 5 for the other. And they weren't they were in pretty good condition. They also didn't have the lids. This set actually comes with lids. So just really cool to see. You don't see these every day. It's pretty rare to come across them. But I put them back. And I keep going. And I see this aluminum dog doorstop for $7. And this has got some solds. It's unmarked, unbranded, but it's got some solds on Poshmark at the $40 level. So for that price, and it's aluminum, so it's nice and light, I decided to put in my cart. So I'll definitely take that. Just up here on this top shelf, I see an ice bucket, which I recognize. I ended up grabbing that ice bucket. This was an interesting piece of pottery that I noticed, this Argonza, and he has actually got items listed on eBay, but there's just no solds. So the data told me to put it back, but isn't it just beautiful? I think it was just a beautiful piece. But with no solds, no comps on eBay, I will definitely put that back. I believe this is a Value Village now. And I am moving along, looking through the mess of toys. There's a shark up there. That Nerf ping pong I've looked up before. It's not really worth anything. It is an older item, like late 80s, mid 80s, but they just not a fast mover and a lot of pieces, so I'm not going to bother with that, right? I took a look at this guitar. I thought maybe it might have been video game guitar. Nope. And there's some Beyblades that are scattered. This is a really cool item. It's Jurassic Park or Jurassic World. So that's, mid 2000s. They wanted $15 for it though. Just way too much. It's like a party pack. It had a bunch of different items in it, like some candy, some chalk. Nothing too crazy, but it was obviously a birthday pack or something like that. I really couldn't find any comps or history on it, so I decided to put it back. And over this is a brown floral Pyrex set. You don't see it too often. Made in England, brown floral pattern. They wanted $10 for it. It had some scratches on the top. The lid had some scratches on it, so for that reason, I didn't think it was worth it. They're selling the comps for around $30, I believe. Christmas stuff is out in full swing here. And I'm taking a look at a bunch of Christmas stuff. Looked like a hobbyist piece, looked different, had no mark on it. So I put that back, but cool looking. Very heavy, breakable. Some cool Christmas glasses. Again, made in China, generic. There's quite a big Christmas section at this church thrift store. Checking out the plates, dishes. I see this Tetley tea set. I believe it's from the 80s. It's made by Kilcraft, which is a company from England. The three pieces amounted to just under $8 for them. That is a good price, and I did a really good look over and feel over of them, and they had no cracks or chips. So for that price, I will put that in my cart. Next, I head over to a Salvation Army, and on a cart that's come out, I see this Maxwell Pottery, this canoe and chip dip set, and they wanted $10 altogether for both pieces, and they retail for like $150. So I think there's some money to be made there. It's not perfect condition. It does have some wear to it, but there's still some money to be made there. So I'll take that. Then I found Justin Timberlake for $14.99 Value Village, and he is just not worth anything, so I put him back. But kind of a creepy looking figure in my opinion, but still neat to see old stuff like that. Maybe if he was $3 or $4, I would have picked him up. And over here in a junk section, in an aisle, something I've sold before I recognize for $4. It is a Rainbow Rainmate, so like a air purifier cleaner thingy. I don't even know exactly what this item does, but Rainbow's a great brand to look out for, and I can get anywhere from $30 to $50 for these, so I ended up taking that. In the board games, I did find a game that I did not recognize, and I pull it out here. It's a VCR game. It's $7.99. It's the Rap Rat video board game from 1992. There are some sold in this game around $30. I opened it up. It was incomplete. So because it was incomplete and not selling for hundreds and hundreds of dollars, I put it back. Always check the pieces if you can. But I found lots of stuff. Let's go to the haul. All right, everybody, it is Paul here, and it is time for me to show off what I found in the last few days. This is kind of an average haul. Start back here. This is an Omron fat monitor. I paid $10 for it. There was no tax on it from Value Village. I've sold these before. Some models can go for good money. I've sold one at 40, one at 50. This one, I think I'm probably going to get closer to $30 for it. So not too bad. It is in great condition, looks brand new. Down here is a Tetley Teas tea set. So a kettle with the creamer and the sugar. I paid $8 for this at a church thrift store. I've seen these before. I believe they are from the 80s. They're made in England by a company called Kilncraft. They sell anywhere. I've seen sold comps from the 40s all the way up to the 60s. So I think I paid $8 for it. I think there's some good profit to be made there. I actually went over, of course, anytime you buy any ceramics or porcelain, take a good glance for condition issues around, especially the rims, whatnot. Use your fingers and take a good look, because sometimes you'll see there'll be a little chip here or there. This one's in great condition, though. This is a cool find. This is a Coors 1982 metal tray, serving tray. This is the Mountain View. It's in pretty good condition. It does have a couple marks on it, but for being that old, 43 years old, it is in good condition. I paid $6 for it, and I'm probably going to list it for start at $25 and see if I can get that. Down here's some film. There was another roll of film, and I've already used it for testing purposes on another camera that I had. So for $6, I figured this was a decent deal. This package is brand new sealed. Old film can sell. This I probably will ask $20 to $25 for it, so I'll get my money back and make a few dollars. Here is a Henkel Trocken. This is a ice bucket, and I've told you guys before, if you watch my videos, this one's made in West Germany, so that's a good sign. When you see made in West Germany, you know it's mid-century. I've sold this before. I get about $30 for it. This one was only $4. It's in pretty good condition. It's just an aluminum ice buckle, and Henkel Trocken is actually a champagne company, a French champagne company, I believe. This is another cool item, aluminum doorstop, dog doorstop. I paid $7 for this at Salvation Army. It's in pretty good condition, and I see that there are sold on Poshmark, which is where I'm going to list it, for $40. So here's a remote that I got, and this was 75 cents, and this remote goes for about $9 to $10. This one's in great condition. I love selling remotes. Easy to store, easy to list, easy to ship. So I will pick them up if they're $1 or less. All right, here's the last part of my haul. So over here on the left at Value Village for $10 and no tax, because this was considered a medical device, but it's not really. It's a Dr. Ho's Perfect Back Rest, and I have had good success selling these back apparatuses, and I usually put them on Poshmark. This one I paid $10 for, and I see that there are soles anywhere from $30 to $60. So I have no problem picking these up. Again, they're easy to clean and process, photograph, and they're very light, so easy to ship. Lastly, over here, this is some pottery, and this is called Canoe on Lake pottery. I'm trying to learn more about pottery and the different brand names. This is from a company in Ontario called Maxwell Pottery. I paid $10 for this whole set. This retails for like $160 on their website. I don't expect to get anywhere near that. I'm probably going to list it between $50 and $60, maybe $59 plus shipping, and see what happens. It is beautiful, and I'd like to keep it. I just really don't. I got enough dishes and stuff, so I don't really need it. It's just beautiful pieces. So yeah, that was my haul in the last few days. I really appreciate you guys watching, coming along with me. Hopefully you learned something. Thanks for the support. If you could like and subscribe, that'd be great. And this is Paul signing out. We'll see you on the next one.